Hey gunners, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about this Arsenal striker who could potentially save Arsenal. We all watched that performance against Aston Villa and it's clear we still lack someone to put the ball in the net, but there's someone who's just 16 years old who knows exactly how to do that. The iconic Hale End Academy, notorious for bestowing Premier League fans the privilege of watching Tony Adams, Andy Cole, Nicolas Anelka, Ashley Cole, Jack Wilshere, Bukayo Saka, and other past and present greats, may have just stumbled across Arsenal's next superstar. For the last decade or so, Hale End has struggled to match the production rates of rival Premier League clubs, but recent culture and personnel changes have begun to turn the tide. An indication of the upturn in top-level academy talent coming through at Arsenal is their increasing international youth team representation. The most recent England under-16 squad, for example, features more Hale End products, 5, than any other English academy, with goalkeepers Owen Asamoah and Jack Porter, midfielders Theo Julian and Max Dowman, and forward Brando Bailey-Joseph representing England on behalf of the North London Reds. Closer to first-team involvement, youngsters Ethan Ranieri and Miles Lewis-Skelly have established themselves as regular members of Mikel Arteta's first-team training sessions and could be on the verge of making their much-anticipated breakthroughs. The pair are considered two of England's brightest upcoming stars. In recent months, however, one name seems to be generating more excitement than any: Chido Obi Martin. 16-year-old Chidi Obi Martin has exploded onto the academy scene this season, leaving Arsenal and opposition fans in awe of his goal-scoring ability. The young striker phenom first made headlines for scoring 10 goals in a 14-3 victory for the Gunners under-16s against Liverpool. Born in Glostrup, Copenhagen, Obi Martin's international allegiances currently lie with Denmark, having represented them at under-16 and under-17 levels. The youngster is also eligible to play for Nigerian England, but at this stage shows no intentions of making a switch. Obi Martin began his Arsenal journey at 14, progressing rapidly through the age groups. His first start for the under-18s came last September in a 4-0 victory against Southampton, during which he scored a hat-trick, which was quite the statement. Following impressive performances, the youngster was rewarded with the opportunity to play for Arsenal under-21s. Making his first appearance in October, just a month later, Obi Martin found himself training with Mikel Arteta's first team. Yesterday, Chidi Obi Martin scored 5 goals in an 8-1 win against PL under-18 South leaders West Ham, taking his league tally to 20 goals in just 14 appearances this season. These numbers are even more impressive, considering that the Danish striker has only played 1,074 minutes in the league, averaging a goal every 54 minutes. Following his goal fest yesterday, the Danish star equaled a long-standing record held by Rhys Murphy for the most scored by a schoolboy for Arsenal's under-18s in one season at 20. Obi Martin, with 4 games left to go, is also closing in on a record set by Florian Balogun in the 2017-18 season. For the overall under-18 scoring record, 25 is the target to beat. At this current rate, the centre-forward looks to blow Balogun's record out the water. The young Dane is a domineering physical presence on the pitch, towering above his peers and opponents at 188 centimetres. With the potential to grow more given his age, a recent photograph released from Arsenal's first-team training session depicting Chidi Obi Martin engaging in a battle with Declan Rice, one of the Premier League's most physically astute stars. Chido surprisingly looked on an equal match to Declan, indicating his ability to handle the brutal physical demands of first-team football, should such an opportunity arise in the future. His stature and broad frame allows for proficiency in duels, aiding hold-up play with his back to goal. Obi Martin's athleticism makes him a constant threat in transition, possessing considerable bursts over the first 5 yards along frightening top speed. This hard-to-ignore presence creates a certain gravity towards Obi Martin, resulting in an opposition defenders crowding central areas, thus alleviating the pressure on his teammates and creating space out wide for wingers to attack, a value byproduct of the threat that top-level strikers create. Perhaps the most lethal weapon in Obi Martin's arsenal is his natural goal-scoring instinct, seemingly always appearing in the right place at the right time to fire home. An opportunist, like many great poachers before him, This innate feel for off-the-ball movement combined with his clinical, consistent finishing ability make the Dane a near unstoppable goal-scoring machine. Obi Martin's physical base is strong, but there is room for refinement during his later development years. Despite his tall, slender frame, Obi Martin possesses deceptive agility and maneuverability in tight spaces, as well as impressive ball manipulation. In terms of style, he's very close to that of Alexander Isak, who isn't himself far off of the ability in terms of dribbling of Thierry Henry. You can't be blamed for drawing parallels between all of them, Henry, Obi Martin and Isak, in terms of their dribbling style, movement patterns and body frame. But what does the future hold for this Danish phenomenon? It remains to be seen how quickly Arsenal plan to fast-track the youngster, given the importance of the Gunners' remaining fixtures, each carrying the weight of a cup final amid an intense title race, with rivals Manchester City and Liverpool. A first-team debut unfortunately seems unlikely. There's every chance, however, Obi Martin taking part in Arsenal's pre-season tour, a fine opportunity to prove his worth. A reliable goalscorer up front is perhaps the biggest missing link in Arsenal's current squad. So if the Dane continues on his current trajectory, there's no reason why the Gunners can't look internally for the answer to their centre-forward search, while saving a heap of money in the process. Of course, development isn't linear, and the unpredictable nature of young players casts some level of caution over even the most sapphire talents. But barring injury, it's hard not to see Chidi Obi Martin going right to the very top.